Welcome to another sports tech and gadgets video.
Hello, my name is Amjad Ali and I'm an enterprise IT enthusiast and business intelligence expert. I created SyncBricks to make information technology simple for everyone. Subscribe to my channel to get the latest tips, tricks and recommendations related to enterprise IT, general IT, home lab, gadgets and more. If you find my content helpful, please give me a thumbs up and share the video with others. Let us begin the video.
Let us have a look at today's sports tech. This is Magins S3 Plus dual sensor with dual protocol. It works as a speed sensor and a cadence sensor, and it can connect with the devices using ANT+ and Bluetooth protocols. You can switch between speed sensor and cadence sensor mode by simply reinstalling the batteries. There might be a question in your mind that if you are using GPS watch for cycling, why do you need the speed sensor? Speed sensor is required, in fact, in some of the places where you may not get the GPS signals, like mountains or tunnel, or high-rise buildings where GPS signal will not give you accurate speed. Or even you might be doing indoor cycling. And when you are doing indoor training, for that you need to see the speed when you're riding. For that purpose, you need the speed sensor. And if we talk about the cadence sensor data can be very useful for every cyclist to improve their performance, which you can see in the 50-kilometer cycling that I have done at the end of this video. So where I'll explain you how the cadence sensor helped me to improve. Okay, now let us first quickly go through the specification of Magins cadence sensor and speed sensor. It weighs around 9 grams and it can support temperature between -20 degrees up to 50 degrees Celsius. It is IP66 rated. It can support for maximum speed of 110 km per hour. And I'm very happy with that because I will not go more than this. Magins sensor is compatible with various Garmin devices. It is compatible with many other indoor training platforms as well. It also works with a free Wahoo Fitness app, Strava, Ride with GPS, Map My Ride, and other applications. I have these two devices with me. So one I'll be using as a speed sensor, another one I will be using as a cadence sensor. You can switch between the cadence sensor and speed sensor by simply replacing the battery, which I'll explain you later. So I'll keep this one box on one side, and inside the box you have the user manual here, the rubber rings, and then we have here the sensor itself. You can replace the battery, remove the battery, and it will give you the indicator. A red indicator shows the cadence sensor mode, and once you replace the battery again, put the battery again, green means the speed sensor. Now let us talk about the installation of this. So I'll be taking you to my bicycle, and here we are. We will do the installation of this. So first of all, we will use this sensor as a speed sensor mode. First, we will remove the installation sheet, reinstall the battery to convert this to speed sensor. There are two silicone gaskets for each sensor. Curved gasket needs to be used for the speed sensor when you are mounting it on the wheel. So rubber rings are there, which are available for both crank and as well as for the wheel. So we can now pair it with our watch by spinning the wheel if it is installed on the wheels, or by moving the pedals or moving the cranks. Once you are configuring it on your specially Garmin watch, make sure that you have entered the correct wheel size so that it will measure the speed correctly. Let us now talk about the cadence sensor installation. The installation of the sensor has to be done on the crank, and using the rubber ring you can fix it on the crank. Make sure that it is inside, but the reason is because if it is outside, so your shoes might be rubbing it, which will cause the damage. Or if you are fixing it on the other side, on the right side, it might not also be safe because cassette and chain is on that side, so which can damage your sensor. Okay, now the hardware installation is done. Both the sensors are installed on my bike. Let us first spin the wheel and see if the speed sensor is working properly. So it will remain in the sleep mode to save the battery. It will wake up only if you spin the wheel or if you rotate the crank. So I have done this both. So okay, now both the sensors are installed. After the installation, the next step is to upgrade the firmware. So let us do the firmware upgrade. To upgrade the firmware, Magene has provided a utility. So you will download that utility from the App Store. Once you launch the app, you will need to add the sensor. Simply spin the wheel and tap Add New Device. Make sure that the Bluetooth on the smartphone is turned on. It will display the device serial number and the mode on which the sensor is configured. If the new version is available, it will display the message New Version. Simply tap on the message and it will install the new version. It will take 3 to 5 minutes to upgrade the firmware. So let us repeat the same process for the other sensor, and make sure you do not close the application when firmware is being upgraded. So okay, let us test the speed sensor through Magene app now. I'm living in Muscat, Oman, and Oman is a sports-friendly country, and the long rides on weekend is great here. I started my ride early in the morning. I did the flat ride. Okay, I just finished 50 kilometer cycling by using Magene multi-sensor, which you have just seen. So let me download the data and I'll show you how the statistics look like. I will not be interested in the speed data, but I'll be mainly interested in the cadence data because it will help me to improve the performance. So I will see how I was performing during the ride. So it will give me the rotations per minute of the crank. So the average cadence remained 91 rotations per minute with a maximum of 112 on a flat road, which is fine in my case. I'm quite satisfied with Magene's sensor result. This video was about the cadence sensor and speed sensor. Hope this video has helped you.
If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Remember to leave any questions or feedback in the comment section below. For more insights, watch the related video. Before you go, click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and avoid missing any latest videos.